That's right, that's very true. Our next story features Warren Humphries, a man who has a simple but yet incredibly important message for all of us.
Many Singaporeans have suffered for the past 2 years, and this can be especially true for people who are alone or suffer from certain medical conditions. I know of someone who through sheer tenacity came back from the lowest pits of depression. 53-year-old Warren Sheldon Humphries had been unemployed for the past 2 years. But just when he was down to his last cent, fate decided to play a farce. And on the 1st of April 2020, he was diagnosed with Charcot-Marie-Tooth's disease, a rare condition that affects 1 in 2,500 people.
Dear Warren, thank you for meeting with me. Please, tell me your story.
Okay, 2016, because I was starting to trip and fall very often, I was very worried about the condition, whether I had some kind of stroke. So when I went to see the doctors, they told me I had this rare disease. It's a genetic disease called Charcot-Marie-Tooth. Essentially what it means that the nerves in my body are deteriorating. So much so that, the muscles in my hands and my legs are just wasting away. What was more concerning was when they said there's no cure. My legs began to become very weak. It took about two odd years before I eventually had to succumb to using a quad stick, and that was also a blow to me because I always used to think that this is something for old people. Okay, there should be a disclaimer for what you're about to see. So normally your foot will be straight. As you can see, mine, there is nothing to hold. So when I walk, it flips. It's like a piece of rubber. And the muscles here are gone. So as a result, I cannot walk for more than 2 or 3 steps without some form of aid. And also, it takes out a lot of energy on me. So when I go out, I'll need to use a wheelchair. But the most important thing is at home, the challenge is just the simple things. Going to the toilet, having a shower. I have to be mindful and careful. But as it began, it also not only affected me physically, but it affected me emotionally and mentally.
This debilitating condition prevents Warren from moving actively and, more importantly, seriously hampers his ability to find a job.
I guess you would say that my lowest point, I wanted to give up. And when I say I wanted to give up, it was taking the short way out. The only thing that kept me going was my daughter. So I decided that if I'm going to make a change in my life, it's now or never. But this is what I continually need to actually exercise. So apart from some jobs that I get, projects, I just try to occupy my time with one thing, is that the mending of both the heart and the soul, and I found that the opportunity to go back to God has also raised my confidence level, that he, we always say that he has a funny sense of humor. And I realized that this is a test for me to be able to be there for people. Don't give up. 3 simple words.
Warren has taught me an important lesson today. He did not look at his condition and allow it to pull him down. Instead, he chose to look at life and the beauty that's all around him.
So, but she's also been like the big sister I never had lah. And it was kind of cool when people say, "Are you related to Brenda Humphries?" I say, "Yeah." Then, wow, she's cute lah, this lah, that lah,
He, in my books, is a real-life superhero. This is Bruce for Singapore One.
Don't give up.